everybody. It's Debbie from Spooky Things. I hope everything is going well for you. I have my friend Blaine Rohan who's back again. Hi,
Hey,
Blaine. I'm so glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. I mean, goodness, I love
I
doing this
know.
once a month with you, and now
I
with
do
you.
too.
I know it's funny. It's now it's like okay, I've got another show we do on Monday, plus the show me and
Mhm.
Lee do on Monday, and the first show we do is just three dudes, and we tried to have topics, but it just went to the world according to us, pretty much,
Three guys together in one chat room. It's like, forget it. It's going to go everywhere.
and it did, and it does every week.
And
It's just like I just think it's fun. I mean, we do talk about paranormal. We'll blaze off of paranormal and talk about. Uh, Two of the guys have beards, and I don't have. I've a scruffy beard, but these two got like Santa Claus beards. Huge.
but you have fun.
I have a
But you
blast.
have fun. And obviously, people watching it are having fun too.
Yeah, we had one
So
of our best crowds last night for mine and Lee's show. It was amazing that we had people
I
from.
love y'all show.
Oh, I love our show too. We had so much fun
I
doing
love
it,
this show.
and then of course, we had people from Japan listening last night. No, this was pretty cool. We had a dude that lives in a tent in England was
What?
listening to the show. Yeah, he says he sleeps in a tent between a shop door. I'm like, okay then.
Well, all right then. Different strokes.
Hey, I
But you
was
know,
just happy they listened.
exactly, exactly. And I think that is so very cool because it's like, first of all, that he's in England and
Yeah,
it's a completely, across the pond is completely different.
yeah,
And it's just, people wherever you're comfortable at
yeah,
and whatever makes you happy and comfortable,
yeah,
I'm all for it.
yeah. And it's nice that the lady that was listening from Japan, she has like four paranormal groups that she brought to listen to the show. So we had just out of her groups, we had almost about 400 people listen just from
Oh,
her three groups. I'm like, holy crap!
right? That's fabulous. It's this paranormal connection,
Hmm.
that networking.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to break it all wide open.
Oh, I
It's
know.
when, people, oh yeah, people coming together and they're like, all right, we can't rely on, sources that we considered to be valuable at one point.
Yep.
These are going to tell us the truth and we're going to get our
Hmm.
information from these valuable sources.
Exactly.
We've given up on that. We
Yeah.
have given up on that.
I'm like you, Deb. If I have one person listen, I'm happy. If I have a million
Yes,
listen, I'm happy. It's just like I enjoy doing the show. I
that's
like doing
right.
the show with you every Tuesday of the month,
Oh,
first
I
Tuesday
love
of the
it.
month, and because we always have such a good time talking
We
about
do.
stuff. The one thing I want to ask is like
Yes.
the first time you ever called an EVP.
Hmm.
Did you get all giggly and like go happy?
Yes.
I did too. I still do. It's like we got one.
It
We
did
got one.
work. Like a little kid.
I know. And then you share it with everybody. "Hey, listen to this. Listen. Look what I got. Look what we got. What we got."
Yeah, right? I love it.
Oh,
And I mean, I still get that
oh, God, yes.
whenever I get one, especially those class A EVPs that is like when it's not even one word. How about like when it's a sentence or
Sentence.
longer? You're like,
Oh, God, yes.
"Oh." Yeah, I'm
And
the same way.
some of the EVPs I've caught have cracked me up, and none of them really scared me. I've had some cool ones though. It sounds like a little child screaming, "Let me out!" Like if your
Oh, no.
little brother or sister, you locked them in a closet, or that's what it sounds like. And this kid's got some
That's
lungs on
funny.
him. I'm like, damn. I mean, he's screaming, "Let me out!"
What what's also funny about that is it was on Facebook. It was where a guy has a parrot,
Hmm.
and the parrot is just going nuts in there, and the cops were called because he's screaming, "Let
Oh,
out!"
oh shit.
So the cops show up, and he was like, "Just a minute, I'll show you who's here." And they bring him inside, and goes, "Listen to what I listen to."
Oh my goodness. That is hilarious.
And the cops were like, "Oh my god, I hate to be your neighbor." Oh my god. But yeah, this bird was going nuts. Let me out. Ah!
Oh, that is too funny. You imagine the cop when he walks in there's like, it's a stupid bird. I got my
It's a
adrenaline
bird.
all up. I think I was having to shoot somebody. Like, damn.
The poor guy goes, "You've been here before.
Oh
You'll be
yeah.
back again.
Get me back.
But let me show you what I'm dealing with."
Oh, good God. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is funny. I used to have a parrot. Well, I've had several. I love them.
Hmm.
Love them. And I had this cockatoo named Cutie. And she was so much fun. I swear she was so much fun. But she used to sit in my house and just listen, of course, to everything going on.
Hmm.
And there was some foul language that could come out of that bird. And I was like, I told y'all not to go saying that in front of the bird. It's worse than a kid. Now look. Now, I mean, it's F this and
Uh-huh.
oh shit. It's just on and on.
Yep.
And finally, one day I was like, oh my God, this has got to stop. Oh no, it wasn't Cutie. Cutie was I'm sorry, Cutie was my cockatoo that
Mm.
a Moluccan cockatoo that I had. This was another bird from before. It was the bird before Cutie. They were both cockatoos. And
I'm like,
I told my husband was like, "Okay, well, I'm going to." This is back years ago. He was going to watch The Sopranos. He
oh
loved The
Lord.
Sopranos. Oh yeah,
I did too.
I do too. Oh yeah, right.
I'm a
I love
mafia
that
guy,
show.
so I love the mafia stuff.
I like Tony. Tony was cool. And I sat there and I started listening to the show. And I'm looking at the bird and I'm like, okay, mystery solved. This is our problem right here. That bird would sit there and listen to The
Hmm.
Sopranos. And I
Yep.
guess the bird liked it too. The next thing I know, as soon as the show goes off, F you.
Oh,
It's like,
oh,
oh, it's the
oh.
TV.
Now this parrot I got when I was stationed in Panama, I paid $10 for him on the side of the road for real,
Oh,
and I named him Rocky. That bird would go nuts if you had chicken. He and the reason he got the name Rocky because he about beat himself to death in that cage to get a piece of chicken, and every female he whistle at him, go, "Ooh, pretty," and every dude who walked by is like, "F you, F you." I was dying. I never taught him that. He did that on his own. It was
he had
pretty
to have
girl.
learned it from somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure he heard the word from me like 500 times a day, but
Sure.
still.
Oh, I love it when people. Now, in my case, I had an excuse. It was The Sopranos, and that's the story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
But I was sure that's where they came up with it. But I love it when people who live in an apartment by themselves, and you know, and they're like, I don't know where they learned it from.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Where do you
sure.
think?
Now the whistling part, I did not teach him that. Now I'm sure he heard the fu for me probably like you said 10,000 times a day because I was military guys. This is part of our vocabulary, you know.
Exactly.
It's,
That's
I
just
mean that word's
defining
no different than the
speech.
word. Yeah, that word's no different than the word the or and, you know, in our vocabulary.
Oh my God. Hi, Michael. Michael Culp is on.
Hi, Michael. Mike, good guy. I like Mike,
Yeah.
but
You
yeah.
got a bird, Mike? So if you got a bird, you can feel our pain over here about
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine actually passed away during the
Oh.
big earthquake in California when I was still stationed out there. He went nuts, and I let him out of the cage, and I guess he'd never been through an earthquake before, and it freaked him out, and he flew right
Oh
into the
no.
window, knocked himself out, and killed himself. Yeah,
No.
yep.
Oh. Well, that's terrible.
Yeah, I had him for 7, 8, almost 9 years.
It's a long time. I mean,
Yeah, ornery as ever. And you better not have chicken around him, not feed him some of it. Oh, I was like, you little cannibal, you.
Michael says his girlfriend has 8 birds.
Oh my
God love her.
goodness,
Ah,
God love her.
oh my God. I was hard for me. I got 2 little cockatiels right now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that my cockatiel, I got this bird for my son Devin when he turned 16 years old.
Hmm.
He's now 35.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I'm so proud of this bird. And I was reading up on them that they're supposed to have like a much shorter lifespan. And I don't want to
Yeah.
say it too loud because I don't want the bird to hear and get any
Yeah.
ideas that he can kick off whenever he
Yeah.
wants to,
No doubt, huh?
But yeah, but oh my God, I love this bird.
Mm.
Oh, he's so cool. And he still is to the point where we used to, when I lived down in Miami, we had this really nice big house, and it was like a 4,000 square foot home. It was big, and it only had 1 floor, so I would just let him go. It's like
Yeah.
let him, well, let him run, and he used to, but he got to a point where he started zeroing in on the fans.
Oh, jeez.
It's like, so that kind of had to come to an end there. But where I'm at now is not near as big as the home down there. So he pretty much, the cage door has been left open. I don't know how many times, but he's comfortable where he is. That's
Yeah.
his home, and
Yeah.
he's quite comfortable there. So,
Oh,
but
yeah.
yeah, I love that little bird. Has this perfect. I've recorded him because I know one day I won't have him, so I've recorded him and his little song that he does all the time. I don't know what song it is, but it's his song.
Hey,
And
he's happy when he
he's
do
just
it.
so
Let him do
cute.
it. Yep.
That's it. That's it. Michael says they all cuss.
Yep, they do, Mike.
Her oldest bird is 49,
Jeez.
right? What is she feeding him?
That's what I want to know.
What, right? Now, see, now that is an animal that, oh my God, you do whatever you can to, hi, Mercedes.
Hi,
So
Mercedes.
precious. Um, but I know I lost a horse at the age of 25. That was my buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that horse was my buddy. And losing an animal at that age that you've had all these years, that is definitely like losing a member of your family.
I guess the dogs had to
Yeah.
chime in.
I'm gonna kick that dog.
Oh,
I was hoping nobody else heard it.
oh, I got tickled last night on our show with Lee. She adopted a little Frenchie bulldog.
Oh,
And that thing has got to be up there. He hears my voice and he will get up in Lee's lap and look at the computer to see me. And then he'll finally get tired and he'll lay down and go to sleep. And it sounds like he's sawing logs. And it's like, well, it sounds like a cat purring, sawing logs, is what it sounds like.
that's so funny. It's those little noses.
Yep. And I always tease
So
Luna. I
cute.
say, all right, Luna Tuna, little big head girl.
Well, and Lee has such a sweet personality
Yeah,
anyway, and it's going to come out. And I have noticed that a lot. I've noticed that people that have really sweet personalities, it comes out in their animals.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
reflecting the way that they're. But
Well, every time I
she
go up
had
there, I got her dog. Uh, Luna's on my lap, and then Ginger, her little Chihuahua, is on my lap, and they've got 3 cats that don't like anybody but me. I'll sit on her couch when I go up there, and I'll have a dog in the lap, one on the side, and a cat right next to the dog, and another cat sitting next to me, one at my feet.
so you pet sit.
Yeah, pretty
You're the
much.
pet sitter.
Yeah, it's like that cat
I
doesn't
know.
like anybody.
I've got one cat. This is an Egyptian Mal that I have here, and the cat is the most bizarre thing. Definitely most bizarre cat I've ever had. Well, this is the little one that I found in the middle of the street at the age of 4 months old, and it got its
Oh,
front leg ripped off with a car.
oh,
I Yeah, I didn't even know it. I just thought I was rescuing a kitten. I was going to bring her home anyway because what's a
yeah,
little 4 month old kitten doing in the middle of a rainstorm,
yeah,
deluging rainstorm?
yeah,
Just laying in a cuddled little ball. I said, "Oh no, we can't have that. You're coming with me."
yeah.
I went to go pick her up, and that's when I saw she only had 3 legs because the one had been. Anyway, took her straight to a vet. That was awesome.
Right on.
And and so, in long story short, I got the cat. She is meaner than a two-headed spitting cobra.
I
I'm
bet.
telling you, she's got one murder mitten up in the front, and she knows how to use it. And she she will raise up, and it's like wham, she gets you every time.
Lord
But
have mercy.
I love her. I love her. I don't know why, but I just love her.
But it's
She's so damn mean.
yeah, yeah, it's just like me. It's just like animals are drawn to us a lot. It's me. It's animals, little kids, and old people love me. They will walk up to me like they've known me for years and start talking.
Oh,
And I'll be at somebody's house that I've never seen their dog or cat, and the next thing I know, they're sitting in my lap or right next to me. I've it still cracks me up.
it says a lot.
Well, yeah, little kids too. It's like little kids will come and go, "Who are you?" Like first time I met Lee's grandbabies, Charlie and her little one Bella. She's like 2, almost 3. And the first time I met them, Charlie came right up to me. Bella had to check me out for about a couple seconds, and it was like, okay, I like him now. But Matt goes,
You
damn, she don't
passed.
do that. A lot of people. She says like she's real shy. You just walks right up to you like you've been here forever.
They know. They do. They know. Now, Uno, we call her Uno because she's only got one good leg to stand on up in the front. But she she doesn't like being petted, but she'll go for that little scratchy up underneath her jaw. But you lay a hand on her, you're toast. You're toast. But now she loves my son because my son held her in the car on the way to the vet, dried her off, got her wrapped up in the towel. So she'll put up with me and my son, but everybody else
Debbie,
is
can
fair
you hear
game.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Debbie, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, both of our sounds gone.
You can't hear me? Stan. Stan. You still can't hear me?
That's weird. We do the ones have sound.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
That's funny. They can hear us, but we can't hear each other. Oh,
Here
hi,
she
Katie,
is.
Katie.
Oh, see? Ow! See? I get down. Okay.
Can you hear me? Not if you can hear
Yeah.
me. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't hear you. Did you mute your mic?
Wow.
They can hear us, but I can't hear you. That's weird. Wouldn't surprise me, but it's weird.
Okay, now my mic
Gotta
is back
love
on.
talking about ghosts. They want to blow up
I know.
electronics.
I know. Michael, my daughter loves Blaine.
That's weird.
Um,
I wonder what spirits are messing with us tonight.
it could be because I've had an
That is
interesting
weird.
day today. Let me see. I'm calling Stan. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you can't hear me?
Deb, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I
Okay.
can hear you.
Okay, that's weird. I didn't do anything. All I did was unplug my mic, plug it back up. I could start hearing you again. I'm like, what in the world? As I didn't touch anything. Sorry about that, y'all.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah, it was. It's funny they could hear both of us, but I couldn't hear
Yeah.
you. Thanks, Mike, for letting us know you can hear us. And yes, yes, Mike, your daughter's a sweetheart. I love talking to her, and I love her enthusiasm and her energy, and she's such a fun student to teach. So yeah,
How old is she? How old is she?
I'm not sure, Mike. How old is your daughter? Well, I guess he'll listen in a minute. Yeah, I'm looking. It looks like Stanley's
Uh,
coming in. Nope, he was. There he goes. He left.
Stands like the wind. He comes and goes.
Oh my goodness, she's that old, Mike. Goodness,
How old is
21,
she?
21 next month.
21.
Starting
Oh,
to make you feel old, huh, Mike? Mine turned like my daughter turned 35 last year. She'll be 36 this year. Jeez.
yeah, man, my son too. He's about up there. And my baby is 33.
I only have one, but I got a granddaughter. She'll be 16 next month. I'm like, holy crap.
Oh, Mercedes says she has a cockatiel that sang the Andy Griffith song.
Oh, that's funny. I've heard a lot of birds
It's funny.
like pick up that.
Hmm. It's the whistling. They
Yeah,
love that.
yep. And it's so fun to hear them do it at like 3 o'clock in the morning when you're trying to sleep.
Oh, I got a good one for you. We, we were spending the night at my sister's house. This is when we all lived down in Miami. She lived up in Port St. Richie or Port St. Lucie. And we we were sound asleep. It was like early in the morning time. And I wish my sister would have let us know ahead of time that this could happen, which would have made it a lot easier. There we are lying all nice and snug in bed. Oh, and all of a sudden, that bird out in the wherever it was starts screaming out the battle hymn of the Republic.
Oh my
And
god.
I was like, what the hell? You know, you think you're going to be invaded at any time, you
No
know? And I'm
doubt.
like, wake up. Something's happening. It was a damn bird. That was probably the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me with a bird.
Goodness.
What are
I,
you
c-
looking at?
I could see that too. I hear that stuff and I'd be trying to put clothes and boots on
Yeah,
and Lord have
heading out
mercy.
the door.
Grabbing a
Exactly.
shotgun or something, running out the door.
Having a revolution.
Oh Lord.
Oh God, I love birds. Birds are really cool. My son Devin is like birds are extremely attracted to Devin.
Yeah,
For some reason, you know, he's just not really with a lot of other but birds. Birds are like immediately attracted to him.
yeah. Tell Haley we said
Michael
hi.
said,
Oh,
"Oh,"
sorry.
he said his son will be 20.
Mike, you're getting old, old man.
Ooh, it's catching up.
I know.
Catching up, Mike.
I know you'll be like me and everybody else with all this old old people.
The boomers are getting older.
Yeah, we are. We're just getting better though.
Yeah. I know. I'm telling you, we were still the coolest. We
Okay,
had
look,
Leonard Skinner,
yeah, I was gonna say, look,
38 Special.
we had the best music.
We
We
did.
we had no cell phones, so we got away with
No,
a lot more crap.
we did.
And we still have the best music because we can
We did.
still listen. I still listen to it today. It's such
Oh,
good
yeah.
music. Dang, Mike, I thought you were older than that. I go, he's 52. Hell, I'll be 59 this year. I think, yeah. I had to think.
59. I'm the grandmother. I'm 65.
You go, Granny.
I know.
Well, you know when you got old when you have
Oh my God.
when you have your kids in their 30s and you got a granddaughter or grandson that's almost 16 years old. It's like,
Yeah,
jeez.
I know. I have a grandson that's like 20 something.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
So it's like, yeah. So biologically, I could become a great grandmother. Ooh.
I finally became a great uncle last Thursday. My brother Toby's son Noah, him and his wife had a beautiful little girl named Hazley. Oh my god, she's a little
Oh,
doll.
oh, what a cute name.
I haven't got to see her yet because they live up in Huntsville, but I was just so excited. I get to be a granduncle because I'm the first one that made all of my brothers an uncle and a granduncle.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
scary. It's like, you at the age that you get, like with me, I I am not 65 years old.
Oh shoot, no.
I, I'm still in my 30s.
Yeah, our brains
You
look,
know,
our minds are still good. We still have our wits
that's it.
about us. We can still
Well,
drive.
no. Well, there you go.
Nobody's having to chauffeur us around.
Oh,
And you can
that's what
still,
I do for a living.
oh she's nice.
Yes, I do.
All
I
right
work
then.
for a medical transport company, so
Oh, right on. That's gotta be
yeah,
fun.
it
Getting to hear
is.
all the stories, especially when they start clamoring about when we were in the 40s and 50s and that
I
we
love
did
it.
this in the 60s, you know.
Mhm.
I was like, oh,
Yeah, I
that
work
really
for a
comes
great
out
company.
right on. I do too. I can't complain. I work for one of the best contractors on Gunner Air Force Base. We've got a long term contract. I get to work from home. I
Oh,
probably take three, four, five calls at the most during the day, maybe three emails during the day. I get paid a lot of money to sit here and watch TV and
how
sit
nice.
sit around in my pajamas all day. And then we get summertime, I'm
Right?
just a pair of shorts. I'm like, jeez, I've saved so much money not having to spend gas money to go to work.
That's it. Exactly.
Uh,
Back years ago, we had a company down in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area called Willow.
mhm.
It was the Willow Group, and they were doing that uh, like 1-800-Flowers. That was one of the
Yeah.
companies we worked for. And
Oh,
when
right
they would
on.
call 1-800, yeah, we call 1-800-Flowers, you'd get like one of us right out of our house. So
Oh,
you had
wow.
to be bonded
Yeah.
because, of course, people give you their credit card numbers and stuff. So you have to be bonded to do it.
Mhm.
But it was really, man, it was nice. But the problem is that it was really cutting edge at the time.
Yeah.
And you get, and back then, I mean, we're back in the 90s. This is back in the
Mhm.
90s and late 90s, early 2000s. And the problem is that everybody was getting the hang of it. So they would post the hours at like this bizarre time in the morning, and you had to fight to get those hours that you wanted.
Oh,
And
geez.
that's where you got screwed.
I
And
can
it's
imagine.
like, yeah. So there was never enough people during a certain period of time, but there was enough hours late at night. Well,
Yeah.
most people don't call at 2 o'clock in the morning to order flowers. you know.
Not that I know of,
So
unless you done something really stupid.
unless you're having a good time or a really bad night, and then it's like I better send her some flowers. So
My wife would kill me if I called somebody at 2 o'clock in the morning to order her flowers. Hell, she'd probably get mad if I called at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All I can do is just die. I'm like, saves me some money.
you, it's like you think that's going to get you out of it? I don't think so.
Nope.
No, it's true. But yeah, that. So when I worked from home, that was I like did that part time,
Yeah,
and so it. But I mean, back then, getting paid $10 an hour, that was like
a lot of money.
that's good. It was a
Hmm.
lot of money. And but the problem was you couldn't get your hours in. If you could get in
Hmm.
40 hours, that would have been good money for back then. At
Oh,
home, shoot,
yeah,
why
really.
not? So, but yeah, it's still finding a good job that you can do at home. It's
Yeah.
still hard.
Well, I got so lucky with this because I worked in an
Yeah.
office on Gunner for like 3.5 years, and then March 20th of March 13th of 2020, they said, uh, we need y'all to go home and you're going to be our beta tester, see how the VPN works. So I got to spend a whole day doing nothing but making sure our VPN works so we could work from home. We had to work
That's
out all the bugs. I didn't have to take a phone call. I didn't have to take an email. It was beautiful.
wow. But you worked all your life to get to that point.
Yeah, I did. I love my job now because I worked on the flight line for 26 years. Did all kinds of weather,
God love you.
hot,
Yeah.
cold. It didn't matter. Sitting 12 hours out there at a time, not getting nothing to eat, nothing to drink. I remember. No, it's like my customers now. It's like, why are you so happy? I said, look, I've worked that flight line for 26 years. I don't have to
Yep.
see a piece of cargo, a piece of freight, nothing. I get to help you fix your problem, and I'm done. I go to the next call, go back and watch TV.
There you go. But you earned your dues on that.
Oh, I
That's
paid mine, believe me. My wife's still like
exactly.
says, that's not fair. You get to work from home. I said, well, you're the one that chose to work for the state. So hey,
Oh my God.
but yeah, it's pretty cool. I like what we do. Um, because I get to do a lot of stuff that I want to do during the day. Like
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that'll email me or message me about help with a case that they've got. Hey, we've got this. What would you do? What would you suggest we do to get rid of this problem or get rid of that problem, ghost wise? And I love it because I get to do that all day and actually get paid to do what I love to do. It's
Right.
help people with ghosts.
Yeah, absolutely. I would really love to finally be able to retire
Me too.
and just to just do what I want. I mean, if I could do this full time, oh
Oh
my
God, yeah,
God, right?
yeah.
Just be able to get in my RV and just go
Just
wherever the
go.
heck
Yeah,
I want to go,
I'm with you. It's like
But
I retired once already from the military, but I was like, geez, I'm still having to work after I retire.
right, yeah, I I don't know. That's why I'm still. Well, another reason also is that I see a lot of people who do retire, and then they decide, well, I'm going to take it easy for a while, and that for a while turns into a really long while because they get used to just sitting around the house and not doing anything.
Hmm.
And I think that's the worst thing you can do. I think you got to keep busy. You got to keep go somewhere, do
Yeah,
something, enjoy yourself, but don't become a couch potato and just sit there looking at a TV. That's not life. Get out there and do something.
yeah,
So I figure with me, um, I'm kind of worrying about retiring. It's like I want to, but I want to be able to keep busy enough to
yeah.
where I don't become one of those couch potatoes.
Well, you do your crafts one. That's something you could go into to do your crafts full time.
Yeah, I thought about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
Michael, yeah, Michael's going to be on here in just a couple of
Oh,
weeks.
right on.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, the thing is,
yeah.
I don't know. Is like, I don't know what Social
Oh
Security
no,
range I end up on because
what?
first when I started working, it was supposed to be, I think it was like 65, and then they changed it to 62. Now they changed it to like 67 or 70. I don't even know when I can actually start collecting Social Security.
Well, I know with me, I have to be 67.8 months.
Okay.
So, for all these years you wait till, oh, I can't wait to get to be 65.
Yeah.
No, they changed it. Now it's
What?
67.8 for me at my
Yeah.
age.
See, I don't have actually know because I've heard that. I've heard the 65. I've heard you have to wait till 70.
Hmm.
And I don't
To get
care.
the full amount, yeah.
Well, see, the way what's going to work out good for us, but for myself, because I am retired military, and the military took a lot of Social Security tax on us when we were in. We paid more than we were supposed to pay. Plus, if you're over 60% VA disabled,
Yeah.
you'll get your SSI with a disability rating as well.
Ooh,
And plus, I can finally start cashing out some of my stocks and bonds I've got because once I pass 62, if I cash them out now, it's like a 48% tax rate. If I wait till 62
major.
and after, it's 8%. I'm like, I'll go with
Yeah.
8%. I don't want to give
I'll
them
go with the
that.
A. Yeah.
I don't even want to give them
I
that.
know.
I was like, y'all didn't help
I
me pay
know.
for none of these.
Michael Culp. Oh, Defuniac. Yes. You're going to be there at Defuniac, Michael?
That's what he said.
Yeah. Yes, I have set up the Hotel Defuniac for an
Oh,
investigation.
so jealous.
Yes. Well,
Well,
then you want to go?
Hun, I would love to. This is our situation right now. Jennifer's car got hit right by our house. It
No.
totaled the car. So we're still waiting on the insurance to come through for that collision. And we still got another one. She got hit in a crosswalk by another idiot driver. That case is
Of
with our
course.
lawyer. So right now we're waiting on. I think the lawyer finally sent the demand letter for the first dude that hit her, and then the second demand letter went out Friday for the latest one that hit her in November.
Oh my gosh.
Because I actually missed out on two great ghost hunting weekends with Lee and Matt. They did the Belmont Hotel in Abbeville, South Carolina, and then
Cool.
last week, and they did a place called the Gilded Bat. This lady from New Orleans bought the house and turned it into a bed and breakfast built in 1886. She turned it into like a
Michael.
theme park.
Read Michael.
Dude, hey, Michael, she would have caused either accident. The dude that hit her in the crosswalk just sped up and hit her. And then the lady that hit behind her by the house, dude, she had over 200 yards of visible clear sight to the car. Just wasn't paying attention. And hit her when Jennifer's sitting still, making the turn to left in our neighborhood.
No excuse.
Well,
None. Oh my God.
dude,
We've
I tell you what, I tell you what, that woman is the hardest head, literally person I ever know. Because when she got hit by the car as a pedestrian in a crosswalk, I've seen the videotape of it. It knocked her about 4 or 5 feet backwards then sideways. And then
oh
she
my
hit the
God.
asphalt with her head. I mean, it was like somebody slammed her head into the concrete. She hit it, come up, bounced again. And I'm thinking, no, I'm expecting to see blood spurting everywhere and parts of her brain coming out. No, she didn't even have a knot on her head.
Oh,
It'd been me. I'd have probably had
that's
40.
amazing. I remember when that happened.
Yeah,
That was like what about
last year in May. Yeah, don't wish that magnet on her, man. We're down to one car now. I can't. I'm doing not that well and only have one car. Don't give me no cars. And the only good thing, I work from home. The only thing I can say.
There you are. You're looking at your mic again.
I was making sure.
Are you there? Can you hear me?
I'm not touching anything. That's what I'm looking at. Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, Mike. Yeah. Don't
Okay,
wish
you
that
can
on her
hear me
again,
now?
please. Oh yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, we've had a bad run of it at our job. We've got 3 vans out of commission. 3
Jeez.
vans. Mine was one. I'm driving down the street. This deer came out of nowhere.
Oh.
I saw a flash of tan. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
flash of tan in my peripheral vision on the drive. He came across the street. It's not like he was right there by the van on the right. No, no, he came from the left side.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he hit my van so hard that it literally pushed my van over. And this is a good sized
Jeez.
van. And it pushed it over. Man, I thought I had just had a huge collision. I didn't get hurt at all, but yeah, man, it messed up my van. And so
Oh,
I called the, our boss lady, and I'm like, I just got hit by a deer. That was the beginning.
Lord.
2 days after me, one of our other drivers got hit from behind, and then today another driver got hit on the side by a deer again. 3 of our vans are out of commission. The
W-
deers, it's a deer revolution.
Well, they got Matt's. They got Matt's truck
They're
Saturday.
revolting.
Yeah, they hit Matt's truck Saturday when they were going to do the gilded bat. Yeah, and it's funny. The
Oh
only accident,
no.
the only accident I've ever been charged with in my whole life. I had my car at my dad's house in Huntsville. I was already stationed in Panama. I was waiting for them to come pick up the car from my dad's, ship it to Charleston, and put it on the boat, send it to me. Well, my dad called me one day. Says, "Got some bad news." I said, "What's going on?" It's like somebody died. She goes, "No, a deer hit your truck out front. Um, it looks like it totaled it." I'm like, "What?" And I guess when the police come and did the
Oh my
report on it,
God.
this tag was registered to me. They gave me an accident, and I was like, and I didn't even know I had an accident on my record till I come back to Alabama to get my license renewed. And it's like, "Oh, Miss Rand, you had a traffic accident?" And I'm like, "When?" "Oh, you had a deer hit you." I said, "Sir, I've been stationed in Panama. Here's my orders." And yeah, so finally I had to go fight in court with it. It's like, Your Honor, how could I be charged with an accident? My car's parked. I'm in another country. I wasn't driving. And the judge was actually cool about it. He goes, "Well, we'll just count that was an act of God. That's off your record." I'm like, "Sweet."
Oh, well, thank goodness.
Oh no. I even asked my dad, I said, "Did the deer hit hard
Other,
enough for you not to eat it?"
I don't know how many people ask me, "Did you get the deer?"
I know.
No, I didn't get the deer. I'm not gonna haul one of those things up on my van.
Yeah,
No.
it's like I see Deb just flinging that thing over her shoulder and
My
slapping it
God.
on the hood, throwing some rope on it, taking it down to the processor.
Right? Like I'm Xena or something.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, I didn't grab the deer.
Like, damn.
Hell no.
Hell no, I was pissed off.
Oh my God. The
If I
poor
could have got a
deer.
hold of the deer, I probably would have beat it to death. And everybody goes, "Well, you're mean." It's like, you know how long it takes to get a car fixed? And now it's wrecked. Its resale value just went out the door.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But all you're
You
gonna
may as
get
well
out of
keep
this
it for a
crap.
long time. Give it to one of your kids.
Yeah, really.
Oh my
Jesus.
gosh. Jeez. You know, I just have this horrible dream of all the little woodland creatures standing along the side of the road with signs holding up those that bitch killed Ralph.
Oh no.
You know, it's like, I'm sorry.
Hey, Ralph
Ralph
should have
killed
paid.
himself.
Ralph killed himself. It was suicide by car. Don't blame me.
It was suicidal. Oh my word.
He couldn't think of no way else. I'll just do a suicide by
Deer are
car
real bad around here right now though.
everywhere down the south.
Yeah,
I think every time
exactly.
I've got used to
Oh my god.
spotting them because their eye glow. I look for their eye glow, and
Yeah.
those things are not the smartest animals in the world. They'll sit there and see you coming, and then all of a sudden want to take off
Well,
across the road in front of you. It's like, what are you, stupid? You could have waited. There's nobody behind me, nobody in front of me. Waited 2 seconds. You could have walked your happy ass across the street.
exactly.
Oh,
Exactly. Like the one that hit my van, he hit it in the very back panel. Dude,
geez.
if you'd have waited for just 1 second, I would have been gone.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, no. I put one on a motorcycle. Michael put one on a
Oh,
motorcycle.
good Lord, Mike. That's got to be
I
scary. It's hard enough riding a bike with all the idiot drivers. Now you got to watch out for deer too. Jeez. Yeah, that's the reason I don't even ride a motorcycle anymore
nope.
because these people are stupid. They don't look for you.
Yeah, my motorcycle is like, I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do. I mean, I love it,
Hmm.
but yeah, I'm 65, and I got responsibilities and all. And oh hell, let's get to it. The people around here drive like lunatics.
That's the truth.
So I used to go down to Thunder Beach on it all the time,
Oh, nice. See, if when I
and
had mine, I take
but I
country.
I don't.
I was
Yeah,
scared to drive it in the city. I was scared to drive it on the interstate. So I take every back
it's
road I
true.
could. And I
It's
missed my
true.
bike, but go Mike.
Yeah, I love my. I took it home and cooked it. um, yeah, I love my motorcycle. It's a Harley, and I mean I love
Oh,
my motorcycle,
I
but
love mine.
I just don't get out, that much to ride it anymore.
Yeah, I had a 46
Yeah,
Hardy
I just can't.
Barn Find military special that they had made, and the lady that I bought it from said it's sitting in a crate since like the like the 50s. Her husband had bought it and had it shipped to him,
No.
and then decided he didn't want to ride it, so it still stayed in the crate. I think the lady told me they finally took it out of the crate like 7 years after he died. And I went and bought it from her. She said, "Look, I'm
Oh,
never going to use this thing." And I had it painted up. I had it beautiful. It looked remarkable. And I was thinking about getting a sidecar for it, but then I realized that people don't know how to drive with other cars, much less somebody on a motorcycle. So and
exactly.
I got run off the road.
Mine has a. Oh, I don't know how many times.
Yeah. Well, it
Yeah,
pissed me off because like I just got it like I
they
wanted
love
it,
doing that.
and I had several people offer me a lot of money for it. Oh my god! And then once
Hmm.
I
I bet.
luckily I didn't crash it, but I went down in the median of a road, and it scarred it up a little bit, but still it wasn't pristine like I'd had it. So, and that was enough for me. I was like, I got lucky that time. Next time the idiot wanted to see me because he pulled right in front of me. I mean, didn't even look.
Unfortunately, yeah.
And if I could have got out
Unfortunately,
of that
that'll
median,
scare you.
if I could have caught up next to him, whoo, I'd put the fear of God in him. But I couldn't. I was so shaken. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
if I drive into this idiot right now, I will go
right.
to jail because I will probably strangle him to death. or at least hit him upside the head
That's
with my
not good.
helmet. Just like no care in the world.
At least an obligatory smack upside the head.
Oh, just one. All I wanted was
I know.
one
I mean,
shot with the helmet upside his melon. Where he just wakes up on the side of the road and goes, "Oh, what the hell did I do? Ugh,
what hit me?
I got hit by a truck."
Now, you know, now Mike talking about, putting a deer on a motorcycle. That was what that it still remains one of the things that scares the tar out of me. When you're on a motorcycle and you hit a deer, that that's hideous. That's absolutely hideous. It's like they say there's no fender benders in motorcycles, when
No.
you hit something. But those deer are 200 pounds. You're going to hit something like that on a motorcycle, you're going to be seriously hurt.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them kill people very easily.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, with Michael, we have an investigation set up at the Defuniac Hotel coming up. What's it,
Yeah.
Mike? On the 17th. It's
I
the
heard
17th that
that
we've
place
got
is
going,
very active.
and we got it is. I've been going in there now for years, years, and we were at a point where we were pretty much we have all the history of it. We've been
Nice.
doing it for years and years and years. The two little girls that were killed upstairs have called us out by name several times,
That's
so
awesome.
they're very familiar with us.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, it is, to the point to where they actually communicate with us, and great sense of humors,
Yeah.
and we've actually gotten very close communication with them. So it the Hotel de Funiac is really. Mike says he can't wait. I want to be put into the hot spots. Well, there's several of them, and there's a couple of them that you have to be careful of, and I'll let you know about them. But they can be a they can be a handful. One can be really nasty,
Oh, battle. Hell yeah.
but hey, Mike, you'll have a great time. Michael, you will have a fabulous time.
Yeah.
I can guarantee you. So yeah, but I'm looking forward to that too. So, well, Blaine, whenever you want to come, I mean,
Yeah, I definitely will.
door
I'm
is
just
open.
I'm trying to think all the stuff that
So,
me and Lee got to do. We've got to do this year. Okay, I know we're doing the North Carolina with you guys in
mhm.
June. We've got to do the Gettysburg Bash. I think late
Mhm.
July. I think we've got MassCon. I think it's either September or October. I can't remember. And I know we got Stan's Paracon in October as well. And I think we got booked in
Yeah, I
Tombstone.
can't wait for that.
Just trying to wait. We're just trying to figure out what dates they want us to come.
Oh,
But yeah, actually the town of Tombstone is actually bringing us out there. So I'm looking forward to that. Just I got
how
dates.
cool is that?
Oh yeah, this will be my second time investigating Tombstone. It is. I love the place, and I actually made a lot of friends in the town there that just can't wait to come for me to come back out there. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully,
Oh, that
we'll
is
get some
so
dates.
good.
Let's see what else we got. Of course, we got
Yeah.
the radio shows.
Mike says he can't wait for the USS North Carolina.
Dude, that's going to be so fun. This will be my third ship I've got to do. I did
Oh, the battleship.
well. Actually, I take that back. This will be my fourth battleship because I did the Alabama, I did the USS Salem,
Woo.
I did. Oh God, what's that ship out in California that we did? Aircraft carrier. We did that one, and I did Queen Mary. So yeah, but yeah, this will be my fourth battleship.
Oh, the Queen Mary. Yeah.
Queen Mary was fun. I got some good stuff to
I
Queen
would
Mary.
love to get on the Queen Mary.
We actually got
I bet you did.
the little girl that hangs around the pool. Like the pool's been emptied for years. There's not a drop of water. You can walk down there and touch it. It's dry. Me and my wife were about to make our way up the stairs out of there to go different a next part of another part of the ship. Well, as we did, I heard something splash,
Hmm.
and then we see these little bitty wet footprints coming up where they she climbed up out the ladder and walked across the floor. And then next thing I know, I feel a little wet hand in mine.
Oh,
She held my hand and walked with us all the way to the top of the steps. I said, "I'll come back and see you soon, dear."
oh,
And then I hear her giggling. It was fun. Oh my god, it was fun.
how sweet.
And then
How
it was
sweet.
oh, she was adorable. And
Yeah, there just step
there
back in time.
there's one room in there they cannot keep made. They'll put the bed together, they'll put the sheets on it. Nobody ever stays in that room. But you walk 10 minutes later, that room is just trashed. And I picked up on the guy that was in the room. He was pissed because he choked on a fish bone on the
I
cruise.
was
And
gonna say, is he pissed?
he was livid that he choked on a fish bone. That's why he destroys the room. It's like I couldn't get no satisfaction out of this room. Ain't nobody gonna have no satisfaction out of this room. It was fun.
Hell with this room.
Oh, and it is funny. It was like this
Oh
guy don't
my god.
play. It's like they'll have the they have probably glued down the carpet and the rug in that room or the carpet in that room. I don't know how many times. And within 10 minutes of you leaving, they've got camera on the door, so nobody's going in or going out of it. And you'll walk back in there, and the bed's like shredded, like mattress over here, box spring over here. The whole bed's taken apart, carpet's ripped back up, rolled back into the middle of the floor.
And nobody's oh my
I,
god.
I
Now
kept wondering,
nobody's
like,
actually filmed the destruction being done.
that's what I keep asking. It's like, why don't you have a
They
camera
got
in the room?
cameras in there.
They got them outside the door. But
Yeah.
I think it has, even though nobody stays in that
That
room.
doesn't do any good.
Well, that's what I said. It's like, damn, I'd love to leave a camera up in here. Just let it go for 24 hours and see what it does.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, that was
So I
fun.
mean the history of deaths on the Queen Mary is amazing.
Oh, and one of my favorite parts of the whole boat
Yeah.
is
I w-
down at the very bottom of it, down under the water line. You're down there in the billows of the boat. Um, we were getting. This is when still everybody was still using shack hacks before we had all the fancy ITC devices. We were actually picking up stuff on the box down up under the water line, and they're surrounded by metal, so you're not getting any radio signals there. And we were getting like people screaming, we were getting people hollering and yelling. Uh, you could hear footsteps running, people stomping
hmm.
the boots. Oh yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Mike Tombstone. If you ever get a chance to go, dude, it's phenomenal.
Wow.
Um, it is really cool, and get to meet some of the locals there, and they're the coolest people. I mean, they took us in like we were family, and I
That's
still talk
amazing.
to a lot of them. And I tell you what, this is what I love about Tombstone. Okay, of course you see
Believe it or not, Blaine,
hmm,
we have run out of time.
oh goodness, yeah, I can. I was only going to be
I
an
bet.
hour tonight because I got to go spend time with my honey bunny. Plus I got to go. I think we got to go make the bed. So Deb froze.
Hey, Blaine,
Hey, brother.
you're still alive. She's, I guess, had an internet issue. So
Yeah, I thought it was me again. I was like, dang. Well, I just want to thank her for having me on, and Mike.
she's coming back on standby.
Oh, hmm
Well, they've given us a run for the money, Blaine.
it happens every time.
Soon
Especially we
as we
start
start talking about,
different
go,
locations. That's when I think they get jealous. It's like, well, why don't you tell the story about me? Or why don't you tell this story
yeah.
about this one? It's like, hey, I just bring up what comes up in a conversation. I've seen some experiences. I couldn't talk about all of them at one time. We'd have like an 80-hour show.
I know. I just love it when you're on because we can go on all night.
Yeah,
I mean, there'd be no problem. We could be on all night long, and
yeah,
then Michael's right here. He be hanging out with us.
I know.
Mercedes was on, but she's got to come on next. So
I know. So she's getting ready for her show. But yeah, I just
yeah,
want to say thank you for having me on. And I guess I'll see you again in March.
of course. Yes. Yes. Um,
Well,
everybody, thank you so much for coming and listening to us. And this is Spooky Things on the Web Paranormal Broadcast or the Web Broadcasting Network. I'm sorry. And stay with us. We'll be doing an investigation at the Hotel de Funia Paranormal Team. And that is going to be lots of fun. And Blaine's going to be back next month, as always, and I'm always look forward to that. So everybody, I want to thank everybody for listening in, and thank you, Blaine, for coming.
anytime.
I love you. You know that. Um, we're going to be having a good time at the Web Paranormal event coming up with the Paracomic-Con.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, we are so looking forward to that. It's going to be October
fifth.
6th and 7th, 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Yeah, I think it's the fifth, but I
Yeah,
could be wrong.
yeah, the 5th and 6th,
That's what I thought it
because it's
was.
2 days. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a 2 day event. And we're going to have a really good time there. More information about that as the time goes on. And Michael, who's been coming talking on the show with us, he is part of the Web Paranormal team as well. And we're going to have a good time here in a couple of weeks when we go Hotel de Funiac.
Mm.
Blaine,
Live stream
thank
it,
you.
please. Thank you.
Yes,
And
yes,
Mike, yeah,
you
your
are.
mom is there.
Oh, it's always good having mom around.
See y'all next month. Thanks, Deb.
Bye, everybody. Oh, thank you, Blaine.